but she had to be with her family back east right now. And we're lucky enough to have Lindy step in, and she is the Chief Operating Officer of the Colorado Health Exchange, Connect for Colorado. Connect for Change Colorado. And so she's going to give us an update on where we are now with Obamacare and how things have changed in Colorado. And I will give, we've got 8 to 10 minutes or so I'll have a 8-minute or a 2-minute warning. My annoying car horn will blow. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Great. Well, thanks for having me, and Patty sends her regards and wishes she could be here. I just talked to her about an hour ago. And I'm really honored to have a conversation about this and be on this panel with these amazing people. I will say that any hard questions can go to my board member, Nathan. So I'm just here to kind of give you guys the state of play, the state of the union, as it were. So, you know, as we all know, Colorado really chose its own path as it relates to the Affordable Care Act, and I am really proud of that. And one of the reasons I came back to the state, I grew up here, went and spent a lot of time in D.C. and then in New York working on health reform in various aspects, and was honored that Patty asked me to come back and help implement health reform in the state of Colorado, of which I am a native and very proud of. So I think, you know, we are a piece of the puzzle. I just want to acknowledge that, and I think that we are doing our best to really achieve some core goals that have been established through our legislation. Just to kind of level set, we're a nonprofit organization. We were established in May of 2011 by Senate Bill 200. And the mission is really focused on increasing access, affordability, and choice for Coloradans in the state. And this is specific to health insurance. And so, you know, that's really what we're focused on. So everything that we do as an organization every day is really focused on our legislative mission. And that's what we are. We are funded through the federal grants that have come through the Affordable Care Act for the exchanges in the states. State-based exchanges that decided to do their own exchange, they get this federal funding to come in to do the establishment of the organization. But we have to be fully self-sustaining by January 1, 2015. So what that means is that by law, we cannot pull any money from the Colorado General Revenue Fund. And we have to be able to sustain ourselves. And the way we sustain ourselves is by enrollments. So I'm proud to say that as of today, we've hit our 70,000 member mark, which is very exciting for us. And if we add 5,000 more lives by the end of this year, which is next October, we will meet our sustainability goals for this year. So we're really proud of that, and of course we want more. We're hungry for more members. We want as many people as we can get, but we're happy that we've sort of crossed that threshold in terms of membership, so we can kind of get that monkey off our back to say, yeah, we were successful, we actually got people enrolled. Now the trick is to educate more and more people about who we are, what we have to offer, to try to get to those hard-to-reach communities that are very, very hard to penetrate in terms of that message of insurance and the value proposition of insurance. A lot of people think it's unaffordable. They don't understand that there's tax credits available. So we have a lot of work to do ahead, but that first threshold goal we've met, and we're really, really, really happy about that. In terms of choice, we, in partnership with the Division of Insurance, have created one of the most competitive health insurance marketplaces in the country. We have over 150 plans in the individual market with 10 carriers, and then 92 plans in the small group market with 6 carriers participating. And we also have 67 dental plans. So we have a lot of choices. Some may argue maybe too many choices, and one of the discussions that we'll have, I think, over the coming years is, are consumers confused? Do they understand the choices they have in front of them? Is it too many, too few? You know, that's always going to be a debate, I think, ongoing. In terms of affordability, we're really lucky in that we haven't seen extreme rate shock in Colorado, which is something that we are very much worried about. Although I think I will acknowledge that rates will vary by geography, and I'm sure some of you have heard about the complaints, especially in the ski area regions of the world where rates have gone up fairly significantly. And so there's a lot of work that we're doing with the Division of Insurance to look at those issues, and fundamentally the Division of Insurance really regulates the rates in the states, so we work in partnership with them. But the average premium for individuals and families on our marketplace is $376 per month. That's without a tax credit. And then if you qualify for a tax credit based on your income, the average premium is $248 a month. So, you know, depending on your individual circumstance and situation, that may or may not be affordable, and we do want to acknowledge that as well. So in some cases, this is still not affordable coverage, but we're really working hard to try to ensure that people know that this is an option to them and they could get a tax credit to help pay for their insurance. In terms of access, in Colorado there was a decision to expand Medicaid, so there is not that gap between the income range of which you would qualify for Medicaid under the expansion. And in net, we have about 187,000 new covered lives in Colorado because of the Medicaid expansion, in addition to what we're doing with Connect for Health Colorado. So that's exciting. You know, there's a huge uninsured population in the state. We still have a lot of work to do in terms of tackling that number. But at 187,000 people within the first 4 months of doing this, we're really happy, I think, both between Connect for Health Colorado and Medicaid in terms of the successes that we've had. We're really trying to, as I mentioned, to reach some of those hard-to-reach populations. The Spanish-speaking population is a big one. How do we target those populations and really bring the value message to those populations? It's going to be a big effort. You know, as I mentioned, we, on a sustainability level, we will draw about $1.40 per member per month fee based on each enrollment, and that is, I'm sorry, 1.4%, sorry, wrong number. And that will, so basically on an enrollment transaction basis, every time we bring an enrollment in, we take an administrative fee, and that on an ongoing basis will keep us sustaining over the long term. I think what's important about that is that, you know, again, back to the sustainability as an organization, if we can prove our success by driving enrollments, we're here for the long haul, and we can be a part of the puzzle in terms of delivering long-term healthcare reform in all of the different ways that are being envisioned, whether it's delivery, whether it's access, et cetera. So we're never going to claim as an organization that we are the solution, but I think what's exciting is that if we're a sustaining organization long-term, we can be part of that solution. And we are a very open, transparent organization. Nathan, as one of our board members, will attest that every meeting we have is public. We invite lots of conversation in the future about ways in which we can partner with other organizations and other initiatives to help drive to a better healthcare system in Colorado. And I think we have a seat at that table, and I'm proud to say now that we have the enrollments that we have, I think we are in a better place to really truly have a seat at that table long term. And if you are interested in getting involved, I highly encourage it. We love, the more the merrier. And our website is www.connectforhealthco.com. And we also have all sorts of help you can get out in the community. We have what are called navigators, and we actually have one of our, their health coverage guides or assistance sites, and one of our organizations, Advanced Patient Advocacy, is there in the back. And they really are working every day to get people enrolled. We have thousands of people that are working on our behalf out in the community and supporting this initiative. And then we also have a service center that you can call, which is 1-855-PLANS number 4U. And we have service agents sitting there that can help answer questions. So there's lots of different ways in which you can access us and get involved. And you know, I'm really looking forward to the discussion, and I'd be happy to talk to anyone offline about any issues or suggestions you have in terms of our organization, what we're trying to do.